Good morning, Professor Elaine Harris, and good morning, Professor Christina Roscoe. Thank you very much for inviting me for the application and interview. My name is Essen Talal, and I want to present on the topic of integrating reporting. I will be discussing briefly about what is integrating reporting, how it has become the emergent approach towards reporting, and how it is being implied on the corporates nowadays, and what are the main content elements and the capitals of integrating reporting. So let's start with the first thing. Nowadays, integrating reporting has been adapted by the companies in very recent years. The reason behind is that they want to improve the transparency of their results, the outcomes that are financials and non-financials, and they are trying to disclose everything and all the business activities to the stakeholders. So that's the main cause of integrating reporting, because stakeholders are actually now require more than the financial information, and what the company is trying to help with the society and trying to improve the economic situation of the country, of the region. And on the next part, what is integrating reporting and how it comes so far? The Prince Accountability for Sustainability Projects and Global Reporting Initiative has announced the formation of IIRC, that is International Integrating Reporting Council, and they have tried to achieve and deliver the results of the company into very concise, complete, clear and comparable manner to the stakeholders. So they have addressed the integrating reporting, and they have later on formed the integrating reporting framework. So integrating reporting can be defined by IIRC as a concise communication of organization strategy, governance, performance and prospects, which will lead to great value over short, medium and long term. So that's how it works. So in this definition, the strategy tells us about the decision making, how the decisions are made. Are they for the short term, medium or long term? And these are to create the value in future. About the governance, that is the control environment that companies try to achieve to maintain the good ethics into the working environment and to reduce frauds and many other risks. Whereas performance is related, it can be financial as well as non-financial. And the last part is future prospect, which really corresponds to future outputs, what the company is trying to achieve in near future and in long term. Because we people are here in this world for the short span of time, and the corporates can sustain only, we will leave work one day, we will leave this world one day. So we want to leave the country, the generation, the world better place for next generation. So that's the main aim of integrated reporting. That's why we are discussing it today, and it's become a really important issue as well as an important remedy for the organization to be report on in a way of integrated reporting. So the next thing is that what is integrating reporting and how it does really works. So for that, IIRC, which is International Integrating Reporting Council, has suggested conceptual framework, and these are called capitals, which explains how the IR framework works. So these capitals are also called as stock values. These are the resources which are input into the business model of the organization and released as the outcome, what they have contributed to the company as well as the environment. So let's see, these are, the first one is financial, manufactured, intellectual, human capital, social and relationship capital, and natural capital. According to the book, Mr. Professor, dear Professor Christina Bosco has written, he says financial and manufactured capitals are the visible capitals, because we can have the results in the form of monetary value or financial value, whereas the rest, intellectual, human, social and natural capitals, are invisible capitals. And to be effective in communicating the value of creation, IR suggests the content elements, And these are governance, risk and opportunities, performance, outlook for future, strategy and resource allocation, and overall impacting on the external environment. So that's basically how the IR framework is working. So these capitals are input into the business model and they are recycled back into the input model again. So the reason why they are recycling and why they are increasing the capitals, because they want to sustain the company. They want to make it better for the coming generation. They want to make it without any going concern, and they want to create the value on perpetual basis. That's what the integrating reporting is trying to achieve. So that's all about the IR framework. There are a couple of things which I want to additionally discuss at this stage. One is integrated thinking, and the other one is materiality. In his book, Professor Christian Bosco, he stated integrating thinking is the strategy of running the business operations to create the value. So that's what I want to give the example, how the integrated thinking is embedded in the culture of the company. Likewise, the cloud computing is now very common, and it is tried to embed into the culture of the organization, different organization, to be honest, because they want to work from different places, and it will help the employees to work even from their homes, because the softwares are on the cloud and they can access from anywhere. Even you can raise the invoice sitting in the warehouse, and you can clear the payment over the laptop. Doesn't really matter, and you can easily reconcile your banks, everything on the software. Even the banks nowadays already integrated with the accounting software. So that's what is called integrated thinking. Let's see materiality. What is materiality? Again, in his book, I will refer the materiality has a great impact on IR. And materiality, what it says, that those people who are charged with the governance and are in the senior management should address the materiality issues to the stakeholders, because these issues shouldn't be disclosed, and this is what the materiality is. Now let's come to the application of IR framework and how it is being employed on different corporates. I would definitely take some examples, not at all, to discuss at this stage. So one of them is Morrison's. My personal research on Morrison states that they have one of the best integrated supply chain management into their business activities, into their system. From the beginning of the food is plucked from the farm, and it is processed, and till it is available into the market. It has a very defined cycle, and supply chain is very effective, to be honest, to make it cheaper for the customers and create value for the customers, and also to decrease their costs. So that's what I have analyzed from the Morrisons, and they're looking at their supply chain. Now there is one more company which is based in Pakistan, that is Bulleh Shah Packaging. What they are doing is that they are trying to recycle their waste, the cardboards and the tissues, again to make the finished products, which are overall reducing their costs, reducing their waste, and overall keeping the environmental safe, and also reducing their costs. So basically they are trying to achieve the congruent goals. One is making the environment free pollution, and the one is they are also achieving the goals. So they are increasing the performance as well as increasing the environment benefit. So that's what about the Bulleh Shah Packaging. Then there is a company in Germany, that is SAP, which is provider of enterprise resource planning system and softwares. Their motive is to motivate the employees to retain the best talent in the market and to keep them healthy. So they are giving them a work-life balance, and They are trying to retain them by offering them work from the home and also have other facilities of health, gym, and so on. There is one more policy of SAP, that is to retain the customer loyalty. By doing this, they are trying to achieve trying to provide 24-hour services to their customers and clients so that they can retain them even though they attract the other potential clients. So that's how the SAP is working. In UK, there was a one bank, HSBC, which is trying to donate towards the charity. The main aim of this motive is to contribute towards the society and to reduce the economic pressure, and that's also another good factor towards the social, economical, and environmental. So these are the things which I have discussed briefly. Hopefully it will help in my application, and that was a good example for me as well for you, present me physically, because I was unable to attend there physically. So hopefully it will work for you, and my all issues and the presentation is addressed properly. Thank you very much for your help and support throughout my application, and looking forward to see you and join your team. Thank you very much. Bye.